the Cedi is under an existential threat. This is coming from the IEA. The story is on CitiNewsroom.com. I won't go through the entire story, but let's quickly point out here. The Institute of Economic Affairs has expressed its apprehension regarding the continuous instability of Ghana's Cedi. The IEA pointed out that the Cedi has depreciated by 99.99% from 1983 to 2024, attributing the blame to successive economic managers for their inability to tackle the Cedi issue effectively. 99, almost 100% depreciation in terms of value from 83 till now.
Yeah.
A quick bite.
I'll tell you what, this time around with this Cedi and everything we are looking at now, the fundamentals are not only weak, but the fundamentals have collapsed. The fundamental, it has collapsed. It's not only weak, it has totally collapsed. When you look at where we are coming from,
there are no fundamentals.
No. We are even confused about the fundamentals. I mean, there's nothing is working around the Cedi. The Cedi, totally, I'm sure we should accept right now. We have a Cedi that is on life plants. We are only waking. We are waking up to this shock. We don't want to accept it, but this is a sad situation for the Cedi. I mean, it's just every day you wake up, it is collapsing against all the currency.
But there are predictions that by the end of the year we'll have
these predictions were there.
A sort of reversal in the trend. Yeah.
You see, the real issues I see.
You haven't heard it.
I see some of the major issues that won't change is the holding of the dollar.
Okay.
Some people, because of the poor economic situations around, they are just holding their dollar because it's the only safest currency that is a form of investment for them. Because it's never coming down. I mean, it's still keeping its firm up.
Right.
The artificial pricing of this dollar and the panicking. I mean, some of them are just calling the dollar. They also have an impact on it. Over reliance on foreign goods. We can't run away from it. I mean, to the extent some woman in a market will sit down telling you where are the Abidjan salmon, the fish with you. Yeah. That one too we collect from Abidjan. That one too we want to get this from Abidjan. Tomatoes must come from Burkina Faso. What sort of people are we? The basics. Okay. And then our low production is our problem. Let's produce more and import less. This is basic economics. If you ask me today, I say things are falling apart. And when you ask, they will tell you the center cannot hold. This one, the center is missing.
The prediction is that the dollar will end, a year will end with the dollar at 13.
We
which
seem
means to reverse.
We seem to have lost the fight against taming the dollar and have thrown our hands in despair. The managers of our economy seem bereft of ideas in how to manage the Cedi. All right?
But is it rocket science?
Let me tell you something. If not for gold for oil, and that reduced the volume of dollars used in importing petroleum and finished petroleum products. Believe you me, as we speak, the dollar shouldn't have been less than 25 cedis to the dollar.
Wow, that's how bad it is.
That's how bad the story was. If not for the good for oil. So, if you are able to go back to even our level of import from 1960, all right, to 1985, we're importing less than 1 billion. 1960 to 1985. 1986 to 2003, we're doing less than 5 billion of imports. These are in dollars. Between 2004 and 2007, again, we're doing less than $10 billion. But guess what? Between 2008, 2012, that was when our challenge began. 12 billion, upwards 13, 14, 15.
Of foreign imports.
Of foreign imports.
Wow.
2019, 26.91 billion USD of imports, including water.
Yeah, which
that is the point. As a water
including
campaigner,
water.
I don't know what's happening with us.
2020, 24.55 billion USD
Yeah.
21, 25.97 billion. 2022, just a couple of years ago, we did 26.33 billion USD.
Foreign imports. Please wrap it up for me.
Imports.
We gotta go.
Okay, so the major issues with our currency, as far as the fundamentals of the economy, one, dollarization, high interest rate, what do you call it? Investor risk, because they are averse to the sort of risk we find ourselves.
Insatiable desire for foreign goods.
So I want to believe that the managers of our economy, they know between the short and medium term, you know, they can just
benefit.
Listen.
Right.
Why is TOR not functioning? If TOR were to be functioning like we have,
revamp it?
oh come on, look at how much we import.
Can you imagine?
Every single month we need 400 million USD to import petroleum product. Every single month, 400 million. How sustainable is it?
All right.
If TOR was to be working, TOR needs less than 400 million to start operations.
All right.
You mean if we had just $1 billion, we can make
TOR can operate
less than $1 billion.
All right. We don't have the political will. There's no leader who is ready to make TOR work, because at the end of the day, some of their cronies
are the
into the import business of petroleum products.
All right.
We know.
Gentlemen.
So if we're to make TOR functional, Central working, all the other private refineries working, I'm not sure we need to be importing finished petroleum products onto the market.
And those importers are their financiers in politics.
All right.
Okay.
And so we know.
So the political will to do this is not there.
That it won't come. That political will won't come until
It's not there.
All right.
we know them.
Look at the level of corruption that is
cronies
bedeviling
import.
this country.
Thank you. Paul, thank you.
Because we don't like the side that we know that they are cronies import.
No,
And they are the same people who finance them.
No, I don't like. Yeah, but you are saying it.
You have an
Thank you very much. I want to say a big thank you.
ridden economy.
Uh,
My guest this morning, we have Jeffrey Kabutey Ocansey. He's the Executive
Since you can't
Director
pray
for
can you wish them
Revenue
well?
Mobilization
Well, if you can't
Africa.
pray for the
And
politicians,
he is the head of research for COPEC.